I'm a realtor out here in Atlanta, Georgia. For people who do not know me, I've gotten so many DMs from young ladies, just women in general, asking how do they get their real estate license? What classes did you take? How did you become a realtor? So I'm here to give you all of the information that it takes for you to get your real estate license in Georgia. I do have my license in Georgia. So be mindful that the information that I'm sharing with you is the requirements for what you have to get your real estate license in Georgia. So if you stay in a different state, please do your own due diligence, research everything. Even if you're still getting your real estate license in Georgia, please still do your own research. And before you start anything, so researching, how to become a real estate agent and understanding your state laws and all of that kind of stuff is important, but understanding your why is like so important because it motivates you when you're down. It motivates you to keep going. So get a why and write down your why, understanding why you're doing this. Why do you want to become a real estate agent? Why do you want this as a career? Why do you want to start this journey in real estate? My why is so many whys. One, of course, is generational wealth for my child. Once I got pregnant, like my whole mindset changed. Like I'm no longer just caring for myself, I'm caring for a child for the rest of their life. In order for me to set this little fella up for the rest of his life, that's all I kept wondering. How can I make a better life for my family, for my little boy, so he doesn't have to worry about anything? So that's one reason. And I've always loved real estate. I've always loved it. I just never really took the time to put it in my head to do it. I didn't have many successful people around me, even though, people around me, they were doing okay for themselves. I just didn't have like successful people, like successful around me that I had, especially being born in a small city. And that's one reason why I wanted to move to Georgia, because I've seen so many successful people, and it's just like, it's nothing but successful people here. I can't help but be successful. Like, there's no excuse for me not to be successful in a town full of successful people. Like, everybody knows Atlanta is full of bosses, full of entrepreneurs. Like, I see it everywhere I go. I see fancy cars, luxury houses. That's what I wanted in my life, so I can know what it looks like. I know how to go out there and get it. I can get that motivation from that. So that's the thing that I have working on further on in the year. I don't have a date yet, but I'm working on something for people who want to move out of their hometown, their home city. But they just don't know how. They just don't know how to go about doing it. They're scared. They don't really understand how important it could be for them. So I have something that I'm working on that should be ready pretty soon. Just be patient with me, guys. But yes, once you get your why, once you get your research and everything out the way, then you can start your classes. I want you to do those two things before you start your classes. If you haven't started your classes, if you have not started your classes, do those two things. Once you do those two things, then you can start your classes. So then you don't have to be wasting money. You don't have to be, dragging yourself along because you've already bought these classes. So now that you got those out the way, you can focus on your classes. You can focus on those things, because those two things will help you get your mind together. And you have to have a strong mind. You have to have a strong mind, especially you're creating your own business. This is your own business. You're an entrepreneur. You have nobody telling you to do anything. So you have to get your mind right. So make sure you do those two things. So the first thing that you have to do in order to, get your license in Georgia, you have to have 75 hours worth of real estate school. You can take them online or you can take them in a class. I took them online and I had a lot of things going. So of course I took mine online. It's an own pace. You can do it whenever you want. You can log in whenever you want at your own pace. So I was supposed to start my real estate career last year. So I really was pushing myself to finish like quick, because I didn't have any more time. Like, I just had to go ahead and get that started, because like I said, I was supposed to start a year ago, but I didn't, and that's okay. I just left it on my list of goals to do, and I got it done. So when I got the real estate classes, I ended up just getting my classes, which was like $300. My classes were no more than $300. It was at the CE shop. The CE shop, I can tell you, it was nothing but reading. Like, the whole class was nothing but reading. I didn't have any videos. I didn't have anybody teaching me, the real estate. I was literally just reading chapter books, literally. But I love reading, so I really didn't have a problem with it, So if you want to go that route, then go that route. But if you don't want to be doing a lot of reading, I would, like I said, research and see what school is best for you, because there's plenty of real estate schools out there, online and in class. Just research your state and see what's best for you. But once you finish your 75 hours of your class in Georgia, you have to I had to pass 2 practice tests in order to get to my class final exam. And then once I did my class final exam, I don't remember if I paid for my class final exam. I don't think I did. I really cannot remember, but I don't think I did. But I passed that, the first try. So I really thought I was ready for the state exam. I ended up failing it. And then, I was in contact with my broker, because, like I said, research is important. So I had researched a whole bunch of brokers, and I had one particular broker in mind. And I was in contact with him, and I let him know when I was taking my test. I let him know when I failed it, and he responded. He was just like, it's okay, keep going. And that's when I did some more studying. Before I took my second exam, all over the wall of like the laws, the acts, the vocabulary, like I was determined to pass that test the second time, because like I said, I just had no more time. I had a year done passed, and I was been did this. So I didn't have any more time to waste. So I ended up passing the second time. But in order for you to take your state exam, you have to pay for it, which was $121. It don't matter if you failed it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You have to pay that $121 every single time. And it might go up. It might be different by the time you watch this video. I have no idea. But I do know the prices do change, or could change. But yes, I paid $121 for each test. And once I passed it, well, let me go back. The first test, it took me like a good 30-45 minutes to even start the test. My anxiety was everywhere. And I just knew that I needed to pass this test, but I didn't pass it. But I don't want you to give up on yourself if you don't pass it the first time, because I definitely didn't. I wasn't even gonna give up on myself if I didn't pass it the second time. It's so many people who didn't pass that test until their 5th, 6th, 7th time. But it was this lady there, and she was like, I'm not taking it anymore. I stayed up late. She was an older lady too. I had to let her know that don't get up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. If it's meant for you, it will happen. If you feel like it's not meant for you, then I totally understand you want to go a whole different route, but just don't give up on yourself. Especially, she said she had done took it 5 times, and she had missed the test by 2 points. You have to, you have to get it by a certain amount of points, and she missed it by 2 points all those times. And I was just like, no, don't give up on yourself. And I really hope she didn't. I really hope that she took that test again. If you feel it the first time, second time, third time, just keep going, y'all. But I do understand that you have to pay for it every time that you take the test. So as you did your research, you should research a broker and make sure that that broker is for you. Once you pass your exam, you can sit down and have interviews with brokers, or you can do it before. I did mine after I passed. I sat down with my broker. I had an interview with him. I had an interview with a couple other brokers too. But make sure that you have your own questions. Most brokers have a presentation. They already have things that they're going to say, because of course you're not the first agent to come to them. So make sure that you have your questions, because you're paying them out of your commission. So make sure they're providing things for you. Commission is important, because you don't want too much of your commission split going to them, of course. But you have to make sure the training is there. The training is so important, because you're starting your own business. The things that you learned in real estate school is not teaching you how to be a real estate agent. It's not teaching you how to get your first client. It's not teaching you how to go about, with your client. It's not teaching that. It's only teaching you the basic, the laws, the acts, the vocabulary of real estate. It's not teaching you how to be a real estate agent. So make sure the training is there. Ask questions. Don't be scared to ask questions. Make sure that you ask questions about the fees, which I'm pretty sure they'll tell you, but make sure that you're able to afford the fees. Like my broker, I have to pay a fee every month. I had an onboarding fee, which I paid once, and then I have a monthly fee that I have to pay every single month. And then I think I have a yearly fee. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have a yearly fee. But yes, make sure that you asking questions with your broker. But like I said, you interview some brokers, and then you pass your test, and once you pass your test, you have to apply for your license, which is $170 that I had to pay. Like I said, the prices may be different. The prices can change, but I paid $170 for my license, and then once I applied for my license, I was known as a real estate agent, a salesperson. And I want to let you guys know that you're not a realtor until you join the association. I paid $450 to be a part of the association, to be known as a realtor. With my broker, I had to join it, but a lot of brokers don't really care if you become a part of the association. So it's sometimes up to just you if you want to join the association. But I had to with my broker. We're a luxury brokerage. I just want to stress you that that's totally optional sometimes. It just depends on your brokerage. And once you hang your license up, and like I said, you have to pay your fees. You get into the systems. You have to start paying things out of pocket once you pass your test. Once you hang your license with your broker, like I said, I had to pay an onboarding fee. I had to pay the monthly fee. I had to pay yard signs, for sale signs. I had to pay a super key in order to get inside some of these homes. It's like a $50 application fee, and then you have to pay a $15 monthly fee. And then you have photo shoots, you have marketing. Some people pay for marketing. You have your business cards. It's just a lot of out-of-pocket expenses that you have to start paying. So I want you to get in your mind that you have to start coming out of pocket with some of these things. So if you're not ready to pay for these things, and hold off, with becoming a realtor or a real estate agent. But if you have it, go ahead. Don't give up on yourself because you don't have the funds. You can either wait or continue, working or whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people aren't full-time realtors or real estate agents. They're part-time. They still have their 8 to 5, which I know that they stress that they want to leave their 8 to 5 eventually, but they have to, transition into there. So you don't have to be a full-time agent. You can be a part-time agent. You create your own hours. You're literally becoming your own boss. So you have to think like it's a real job. Well, it is a job, but you have to have that 8 to 5 mind to get up and still go get it, even though you don't have nobody telling you to get up and do this and that. You have to be your own boss. In order to be successful in real estate, you have to have that boss mind to get up, do what you got to do every single day. Treat it like it's a regular 8 to 5, because it is. Because in order to get paid, in order for a real estate agent to get paid, you're not going to get paid until you get your first client. You're paid off commission. Even when you get your first client, you don't get paid until you leave from that closing table, a successful closing. I just want people to know that don't give up on yourself. It's not an easy route to take, but it's definitely worth it. Like, especially with all the fees, you will get that back. You will get it back plus more. I'm telling you, it'll all be worth it at the end. So I just wanted to put this video out. the first of the year, so people can go ahead and get their minds right. If you want to get into the real estate business, here you go. Here's something to get you started. And if you're in Georgia, like I said, do your own research in Georgia or not in Georgia. But I need you to understand, research, understand your why, and just go for it. Go for it. It's nothing wrong with just going for it. If you're wanting to get into real estate, I want you to get a journal, and I want you to put your real estate journal. Everything that I'm telling you is things that I've done, and it's really helped. So I want you to get your real estate journal, and I want you to write the date that you start, write the day that you're actually, watching this video, or the day that you started your whole mindset transition of becoming a real estate agent. What date that was. Put in there 6 months and put in there a year. See what you see yourself in 6 months, and what do you see yourself in a year? And then in those 6 months and a year, what steps do you have to take in order to get to where you want to be in 6 months, in order to get to where you want to be in a year? Write that in a journal. Keep this journal. This is your real estate journal. I'm telling y'all, it's so good to write things down and write those goals down. It's going to help you so much. Write them down. Don't just put them in your head. Write these goals down. So even if you got to start these classes, write it down. Write it down. And even if you don't get these things done, the date that you want to, it's okay. Because like I said, I was supposed to start my real estate career a year ago. And now I'm here a year later. And I'm a realtor. So don't give up on yourself. We all can make it. And I just feel like we see people up here. We don't see how they got up here. And I'm willing to share my story. I'm making my way up here, baby. I am. That confidence. You got to have confidence in yourself. I'm trying to tell you. Research that dream. Look up that dream. Ask questions. Get a mentor. Like I said, I'm working on something for people who want to move out of their hometown, just don't know how to do it, need some help, need some motivation. I got something in store for you. Just be patient with me. Get that journal. And I'm going to have more videos. Like, I think the next video I'm going to do is a little bit more about me. I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit more about Emily Camille, the mom, the entrepreneurial life, the realtor life. I'll probably show some showings on here, some houses, but like, I just want to be on here to motivate young girls, because like I said, I've gotten so many DMs, and there's a lot of things that I don't mind talking about. Just comment, subscribe, make sure you subscribe, because I want to make sure that you're listening. Subscribe to my channel. You're gonna like it. I just want people to know that you have somebody. Even though you might not think that you have somebody in this life, it can be me. It can be me. You can DM me. You can email me. I promise you, I'm going to respond. If you have any questions, I'm going to respond. I know sometimes you feel like you don't have anybody in your corner. You don't have anybody to talk dreams to. You don't have anybody to just motivate you enough. Do not be shy to comment. Do not be shy to email me, DM me, because I'm going to listen and I'm going to respond to you guys. I promise. That's what I'm here for. I don't care about the subscribers. I really don't. As long as I reach enough hearts, as long as I reach enough people to where they feel like, oh my God, I love her. Like, that is what I'm going through. Like, she is motivating me. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want, because I would have wanted the same thing. But in order for me to get to where I am today, I had a child. That was my motivation enough. Like, literally having my little boy, that was all the motivation that I need. That's the only motivation that I need every day is my little boy. I promise you, I don't want him to have to worry about anything. If I can stop, then I'm going all in. I'm going all in. And I just want you guys to start this journey with me. I don't want you guys to see me up here. I want you guys to see how I got up there. And if you want to join this journey with me and we can go on this journey together, getting up there, come on. Come on. I'm all welcoming arms. I'm telling you. We can go on this journey together. We can get to the top together. We got this. We got this. I promise you we got this. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably do another video and let you guys know a little bit about me, because I do know I'm very private. I'm not gonna let you know too much, but I'm gonna let y'all know a little about Emily. I used to beat myself up for not being where I wanted to be, especially getting pregnant. I didn't finish school. Like, I'm pregnant, I didn't finish school. Like, y'all, I was really beating myself up. I just felt like I was doing the same thing that, you know, other people were doing, and I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to be better. I wanted to do better. I wanted better for my life. And it took me a minute to understand that I can still be the woman that I want to be. I can still be successful. What am I doing? Like, I need to wake up and I need to get to it, though. You know, it's never too late. So what am I doing? I had my child when I was 22. That's definitely not a late time. I had so much time. But like I said, it took me a long time to get out of that dark place. And I'm just trying to motivate other girls, other people, men, if you're watching, anybody, if you're in that dark place, it's not too late. It's not too late. If you've came out of that dark place and you're just still need a little push, I'm pushing you. Go. You gotta go for it. You gotta go. What Cash Doll say? You gotta go. You gotta go for it. It ain't no stopping me now. I'm on it. It's 2022. Ain't no stopping me. Period. I don't care what nobody says about me, the type of person that I am. I know I've never done anybody bad. It's a lot that I even had to go through this year. This year alone, I've been through just like so many tears. I've cried so many tears this year. I've cried so many tears the year before that. I've cried so many tears the year before that. I'm telling you, I'm not crying no more tears, but happy tears. They're going to be happy tears. I mean, things do happen in life, you know, but I'm just staying prayed up. And as long as I got God on my side, I feel like everything's going to work out for me. And yeah, so just go for it. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, get those 75 hours worth of real estate school. If your state requires more or less, then just make sure that you research it and know. Get those tests done, the class exam done, get the state test done. One thing I'll tell you about the state exam is that it's very tricky. The state exam is very tricky, so make sure that you're actually studying the material. You know, make sure you know the definitions, make sure you know the acts and the laws. It's very, very tricky. One tip I can give you for sure is go with your first instinct. Don't change your answers too much. I changed my answer on my first exam so many times, and I changed my answers, and I wish I never did that, but I did. Oh well. My second one, I didn't do it. I almost did. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I went with my first instinct. I read the question, whatever answer I thought it was, I went with it. I submitted it and I passed it. Don't second think yourself too much. Just go with your first instinct. It's gonna help you, because that test is really, really tricky. Really, really, really tricky. So yeah, like I said, good luck, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'll put my information below. Comment some videos that you want me to talk about. Comment some topics, you know, that you want me to talk about. I'm free to talk about anything. I'm here for y'all. I'm here to just talk. So just be tuned in and subscribe to my channel so I know you're watching and listening and that you love my channel. Any questions, if you just want to talk to me privately, inbox me. I don't care. Follow me on all social media. I'm gonna put all of this in the information below. And again, good luck.